Hey everybody, it's me, Martinez-Bateman, CEO of New Coyote Consulting. It is a day off, I guess. We closed the company for election day. So it is election day today. I have been saying that I need a new desk for a really long time. The desk that I have is amazing and I love it and we've had really good times together, but it is just not conducive for a full day of work at that desk. And as I enter more sort of like admin, speaking, coaching stuff, I am increasingly less mobile, increasingly more tied to the desk, and I don't mind it, except that my current desk is like super uncomfortable and actually hurts me. So I'll show you. Let's go. And then here is my lovely desk. Solid wood tanker desk. 3 fucking feet deep. Like, holy, almost 4 feet deep. This thing is amazing. I loved it for so long. I've had it for about, I don't know, 6 years or so. And it was a great place to do crafts and work and then turn into like a second or third or fourth surface for like buffet stuff when we had parties. Like, it was just such a versatile piece. But now it lives out here in my office where there is just, look at that, there is no space. When this bed is open, it goes to the desk. So anybody who is sleeping in it has to like crawl up it to sleep in it. Also, like, I don't know if you guys know how short I am. I'm sitting at the desk now. I'm pressed into the desk. I cannot sit farther. This is how far my little arm can reach across this desk. Good. Like, there's so much, like half the desk, more than half the desk is completely inaccessible to me. Hey everybody. As you can see, it is now, I don't know if you can see it, but it is now nighttime. I am in my pajamas, freshly showered, and in about 20 minutes, what I thought was going to be a fun afternoon project will flip over into day 2 of this nightmare desk situation. Yesterday me was so full of vim and vigor. Earlier today me, actually, I guess technically right now. That person had no idea what kind of day they were going to have. And I am jealous of them now, having had the day that they ended up having. I feel like this is happening more than it used to. Kind of. I have a ton of videos in draft on my YouTube right now, and I don't know if this one's going to end up there too. And I don't know if I'll ever publish them. I don't think I will at this point, because I'm talking about things that at this point, now, today, have happened months in the past, some of them. I was really eager to get back to doing videos every week for you. And I literally have been. I've been recording videos every week, and then I don't publish them because I feel bonkers. I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm like doot, 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 doot in the videos. I don't feel like I have a coherent narrative anymore. You know, when I very first started making videos for this channel back in 2020, I would write a little script so that I could stay focused on what I wanted to talk about. And then I didn't need to, because I was in the habit. I knew how to do it. And I've been doing TikToks this whole time that I was gone. But for some reason, the like slightly longer format of a YouTube video, I think I'm going to have to start scripting again or something. This, of course, is not scripted, even as I say that. But I have been feeling amazing. I have been doing things at this job that I dreamed of doing. Some of them my whole life. We got interviewed by one of mine and Kate, my COO, one of our personal heroes. just a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but holy fucking shit. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. And also at the same time, I'm pretty tired. And I'm finding that this full work life, it is starting to conflict with my very full and also very fulfilling personal life. And somebody read a quote from Stacy Abrams' book. I can't remember what her book is called, but she was talking about how work-life balance is bullshit and work-life Jenga is more her style of just sort of like balancing these extremely important elements as you try to build. That feels a lot more pressing. I was also talking to my friend Justin the other day about how policing our personal time and our work time internally and from externally, from other people, so that we make sure that we're all maintaining a healthy balance. It's like the new concern trolling. Some of it is also like, hey bud, have you had lunch today? Let's go. And I think that I obviously try to maintain that space, with these videos. I try to end the videos, have a walk, have a lunch. Like, it's important for us to take care of ourselves. And also, we live in this culture of perfectionism, where the letter of the law is more important than the spirit of the law. And we can use even our commitment to self-care to our disadvantage, to beat ourselves up, to beat others up, to turn it, like, the whole point of caring for ourselves and doing body-led work is not to give in to dogma. And I think I've been wrestling with that for myself over the last several months, trying to figure out when I'm doing something because my body needs me to or wants me to, and when I'm doing something because I think it's like TM the right thing to do, or for sort of like the performance of it. That's been big on my mind. I do want to tell you what the fuck happened with this desk situation. I rented a U-Haul truck. I went to go get the U-Haul truck. I came home with the U-Haul truck ready to load up my old desk. All of the stuff, look behind me, all of the stuff that was in my old desk, along with some art, obviously, is on the couch. I emptied out the old desk. I was ready to put the desk in the U-Haul truck. And then we got this phone call that just spiraled the whole household off of our center. A fucking hour later, I'm frantically taking notes and color coding things and making new what's-its and figuring out new rules and all this stuff. And it's just one of those situations. I have chronic illness. I've been dealing with doctors my whole life, basically. And recently more, as I've actually been able to afford the medical care that I need. But it was one of those situations where you're working with the medical establishment and they know a lot and you know nothing. And you thought you had everything you needed, and then you don't. And then because you don't have everything you need over here in terms of paperwork, you're not going to get this other thing over here. And you should have known that you had to ask whether or not a comprehensive, complex subform A, B, and negative was supposed to be required for this, because that's just an obvious thing. Like, honestly, it's your fault. And that's not entirely what was going on. I feel really happy with the medical care that we get as a family, and I feel like the vast majority of the time it is us as a team dealing with the environment we're in. And if somebody is not willing to be on that ticket, they don't stick around. And I'm very happy that I have that kind of choice making on my side, in my pocket. I didn't always have that. A lot of times I had to put up with really bad medical care because I wasn't going to get any if I didn't get bad medical care. And I'm grateful that that's not my world anymore. But it is still really hard to try to live a fucking life when any given Tuesday you can have to spend an hour trying to get the medical care that you need. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's ongoing. There's no news. But yeah, that totally took the wind out of my sails. I felt really, and then I was late because I only had the truck for 4 hours, which a person would think that to take a desk to the thrift store and then drive to IKEA and then buy a desk at IKEA and drop the desk off at home. I knew exactly the parts I wanted. I knew the desk I wanted. I had already mapped it out. That would take less than 4 hours, but because of this random detour and then I was going to drop the desk off at Habitat for Humanity, but they're closed on Tuesdays. I swear to God, last year they were closed on Wednesdays. So I was like, thank God election day is a Tuesday because I can drop this desk off. Just kidding. So that felt bad. I tried to take it to Goodwill. They didn't want it. I'm driving around the city trying to figure out how to get rid of this desk. No one wants it. It is going to be free on Craigslist. And then if it's not taken up, I'm going to borrow my father-in-law's truck and just take it to the dump, which is unfortunate. It's a really good desk, really super sturdy. The reason I couldn't keep it is because it's just the wrong shape for my office and it's got in the way of my productivity. And at this point in our career, at this point in New Coyote's life, we can't afford that, literally. So I'm driving around. I'm going to be late returning the truck. I was freaking out. I hadn't eaten because I was all on this timeline crunch. I've taken this desk in and out of this truck by myself and with my husband multiple times at this point. And I just felt really bad, really bad. And then, of course, I got home and we had fast food for dinner because I was out. Husband was dealing with the mess that was left by me just randomly disappearing for 6 hours in the middle of a day. And helping with the desk. He helped assemble this desk and helped clear out the space for it and everything because I just couldn't do everything. So we had fast food for dinner, which was great because it got calories into my body quickly. Was not great because it made my head hurt. Well, I think not eating made my head hurt, but then my stomach didn't feel great after that. From a combination of not eating anything and then eating kind of heavy food. So I've been dealing with, treating my headache and everything else. And now here I am. It is almost midnight. And I have this desk. The majority of it is assembled. So I'm very happy about that. I also love the shape. It is going to be perfect for what I need. It's a little taller than I realized. I wish it was a little bit shorter. But, compared to what I had before, this is very good. But I have drawer bits. I have tons of drawer bits to assemble, and I am presenting at a conference tomorrow morning, first thing, bright and early. So this mess behind me has to go somewhere, and it's in this desk. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I honestly do hope I publish this. I know that there's been a lot going on for all of us. Shit is real, especially if you're marginalized, especially if you're trans. It's election day night. I don't know what the results are going to be for Oregon yet. I don't think I'm going to come back and update them if I find out. I am really concerned for the safety of me and my family and my friends. The way that the Republicans have gone very hardcore anti-trans and remain very hardcore anti-Black, anti-Latino, anti-immigrant, anti-anybody with a uterus is just really concerning to me, and I don't feel safe. But I also don't know what else to do, and it's this really weird, sour undercurrent to what is actually a really awesome life right now. So I'm feeling feelings. I'm deep in them. I'm also really grateful for the privileges that I have, and the things that we can leverage to keep ourselves safe if the worst does happen. But it still really sucks. It still really sucks, and it weighs on me. It makes it hard for me to feel happy sometimes, even though that's the thing that the Republicans and the fascists and the people who hate people like me hate more than me is me happy and succeeding. Which isn't a reason to be happy, but it helps when I'm otherwise bummed. So have a weekend, have a lunch, have a walk, whatever. I will see you next video. Goodbye, everyone.